Hi, I'm Todd Scheffler with Badger Utility. Let's take a look inside this trailer. Okay, so what I want to show you inside the trailer here today is the mode of failure for today's interior liners. So over the past 10 years, Chemlite and US Liner have made liners that are thinner than the traditional liners that we used in the 90s and 2000s, but they're very puncture resistant. So the mode of failure with these thinner, more puncture resistant interior liners is that is really delamination. And what that means is that the liner, through continuous impact, in this case, these blue marks are a sign of maybe some double stack pallets. So as the pallet runs across the liner, it breaks the bond of the back side of the liner from the foam. As you can see here, as I push on this, you can see that this liner has pulled away from the foam. And then as you move farther down here, even though this liner is thinner and more puncture resistant, because it's broken away from the foam, when a pallet or something sharp has come across here, it's actually cut the liner. One of the other things that you have to remember, or that happens when this delaminates or breaks away from the foam is that this material actually stretches a little bit. So what I mean by, because it stretches, we can't just drill some holes in here, push the liner back, shore it up, and hope that the glue or the liner bond is what we use will hold. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so now we're going to step up into the second trailer, the trailer where we've already done the repair to the liner. And this repair was done 2 years and 7 months ago. And you can see, by the interior of this trailer, it's been in a very rugged application. It's actually been in a shuttle between grocery warehouses between Madison, Wisconsin, and Milwaukee. So this liner had delamination, and it had delamination basically from about 5 feet above the floor down to the top of the wear band. And so what we did is we cut this liner at the top of the delamination and then at the end here, and we pulled it down and we sprayed liner bond back to the foam, and then we put the liner back up, and then we shored it up until it dried. Once that was done, then we came in here with a food grade sealer to caulk the area, where we had made the cuts. For 2.5 years in a shuttle application, that repair worked out really magnificently. It's still, you can see, this was all delaminated at one time. This is all still attached. And so it's the liner bond that we use is a really, it's a great product, and the repair that we do is really a really nice repair. The only negative about it is the appearance. You get these, you get to see this sealer, if you will, or caulk, and then it gathers some dirt and so forth, and of course you have the cuts in it. If you step to the other side of the trailer, this repair was done at the same time. And you can tell that we use brand new material here in the middle. It's white, or it's lighter colored than the other Chemlite. And the reason why we had to do this on this side is that the liner had been cut to the point where we couldn't just peel it down, put the liner bond on, and then shore it back up. So we put all new material in here, and again, this repair was done the same time as the other side of the trailer. And so, for over 2.5 years in this shuttle, this liner is still pretty much intact. You can see a little bit here. We got a little delamination right here. But if you go back behind it, you know, these areas are still all intact. All of this is still intact, bonded to the wall. So we got just a little delam here. You can see a little bit of delam here. You know, towards the front of this patch, we actually even have a puncture, you know, where they've cut through the liner sometime in the last 2.5 years, and yet it's still solid. It's still, you know, the whatever it was, nail or whatever product, it cut the liner, but everything else is still intact here. So I think the message that we have is that, you know, the liners are going to delaminate, they're going to cut, they're going to require repairs. And although these aren't the prettiest repairs in the world, they're very, very effective. I hope that this video was informative and that you're not afraid to do interior lining repairs, either in your shop or at our location. We sell the liner bond through all of our parts departments, and it's really a simple process to do it, and it's very effective, as you can see again by the you know, how these walls have held up over 2.5 years with the liner bond repair that we did.